Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech, and in this video, we'll be taking a look at Vultaic and how to mine it. Also talking about profitability and a couple of issues that we found Audit posted on Yeti.uk. Now, Vultaic honestly is a fork of AI Power Grid. It is another cryptocurrency that uses the Kapow algorithm, and they say here that they pride themselves in being a community-driven project, offering alternative payment systems with low fees. Rest assured, their team consists of certified developers dedicated to excellence. Join them in the revolution of the future of digital currency. You know, some of the same things we've seen with other cryptocurrencies. The website does look pretty good. Couple of key points that I don't like, though, is the fact that when we click on download roadmap, it wants us to go to a MediaFire website. Same thing for the white paper. I don't like that. Put the white paper, put the tokenomics at the front or on the website itself. Publish it on the GitHub. Put it on IPFS. There's so many different variables or options out there. They're only listed on a few exchanges right now, but they are showing up in the top of the most profitable cryptocurrencies to mine, depending on your GPU or setup. So we'll go over all that towards the end of the video. But how do we get into mining it? Well, as I mentioned before in many of my videos, just go to miningpoolstats.stream. When you go there, search a token in the top left-hand side, and you'll be able to see all the pools available. Our plant has 80% of the net hash on it. As I always preach, please try to keep your network decentralized, or as miners, it's our responsibility. If this pool is getting too full, swap to another one. However, because it's such a new coin, our plant tends to wind up getting most of the hash rate, and there is a lot of pools that support it because it is a Kapow-based algorithm. Now, exchanges right now, TradeOgre just added support, but Exige or Exigix or Exec, I don't know. However you pronounce that, it's out there. It's good to go. The wallet release right now has already been audited by Yeti.uk. There are some issues notated in our audit, a few false positives, but they got a release for Mac, Linux, Ubuntu, Windows, whatever it might be. Check out the full audit linked down in the description, as well as additional links for anything we cover here in today's video that could help you out in some form or fashion. But I'll take another Kapow-based token, forked off of AI Power Grid, trying to do or promise the same things that many of the other cryptocurrencies, not really doing anything new for me. It's not driving me or grabbing me and saying this is the future. It's just doing some of the same things. And there's nothing wrong against that. You know, as long as the network's secure, transactions are easy, the fees are low, obviously you can hit those main key points. But using miningpoolstats.stream and focusing on the mining aspect, we could see, you know, mining for people is a pool, our plant's a pool, and mining for people, you know, just going to their website has a get started guide. So does our plant. If we come down here to get started guide, we can see all the various pools or servers that we could connect to, as well as secure and insecure port connections for connecting to it. Same thing with our plant, but our plant gives us everything right here, nice and neat. So we could choose our miner, which supported miners are Wild Rig, Trex Miner, BZ Miner, G Miner. Choose whichever one is your favorite that supports Kapow based algorithms. So in this case, we're going to choose Trex. We're going to choose Windows as our operating system. We're going to choose America as our region. And then wallet address, you can just type in whatever you want or put in your wallet address name. Worker will just say test. And then you can adjust the difficulty and set web password for our plant, but you don't need to worry about that with this one right here. Instead, if we have opened Trex Miner, which we do, we can just go and find the Raven preset, right? And we can go ahead and hit edit in Notepad. It's going to open up a window for us. And we can see the algorithm is already set, Kapow, and the server is right here. So if we go and grab that from mining for people, what port we're going to use, 3353 is probably what we're going to wind up using. So go ahead and replace this port number. What did I say? 3353. Yeah, 3353. There's our server, and then we just put in our wallet right here. Dot the worker name. Now, if you don't know where to get these miners, if our plant doesn't have a link to it, which normally they do, you can always search things by their main GitHub. It always works best. For example, let's say we want to get BZ Miner. If I Google BZ Miner, it's going to want to take me to their website, but I like to go to their GitHub. However, their website, the developer did a really good job of allowing us to set up Configurator, right? So in the Configurator right here, we could go ahead and choose our algorithm. We could choose the token or the wallet we can go ahead and run through the process, and everything is very easy. Sets it up and then spits out a nice config right here. Generate txt, whatever it might be, generate command line. Here it is, pull password, your clocks, your settings, because you could add a device like a GPU with your core clocks, all that. It just makes life so much easier. But I like to go to their GitHub and just get the downloaded directly from them, always making sure to update to the latest and greatest, which this one from BZ was released 2 days ago. Scroll on down, and we got the releases for Windows or Linux. Same thing with Trex Miner. If we go and look that up, Google it, always go to their GitHub, find the latest release, which is right here. It needs to be updated, Trex Miner, please do that. Just download it and then extract it, and you're going to have the exact same folder that I have here, where we can right-click, edit some of the default batch files, and then save it as new. Makes life very easy. As far as Awesome Miner, I already got that bad boy pulled up. We're already mining. Actually, we're mining while we're recording this video because NVIDIA GPUs are the boss, so to speak. And so if we go to options, pools, you can see that I already have a pool here set up. But if you didn't have one, you would just hit add a description, say mining for people, and then the coin. That's the way I like to do it, is the pool and then the coin itself. You put in the URL colon 3353. You could put the, what is it, stratum, plus TCP colon / if you really want to. Either way, that would be fine because we're using an insecure port. If you wanted to use SSL, stratum plus SSL colon / and the server would work. Worker name, you could say test or whatever you want. Password would be whatever you want as well, as designed by our plant or whoever. In this case, we're just going to leave it X. And then the wallet address, choose the algorithm. I'd like to go, because Vultaic is not in here just yet, at least not an Awesome Miner. So we're just going to go with unspecified kapow, which should be somewhere. I just passed it. Where'd it go? Where is kapow? Right here. There we go. And then personalized string, if you need to add any extra commands for the particular miner that you have set up, you can do that as well. Notes, whatever you want. Hit OK. And that will add that pool. And then you go to profit switching. And here at the bottom, if you uncheck some of these other options, you can always hit add and add existing pool. Select the pool you want, hit OK, and it will start mining that particular cryptocurrency. As far as Hive goes, very simple, very similar, right? Token or coin tracker. We're just going to choose any one of the kapow variant, right? We could choose Raven. We could choose whatever we want. We could even add Vultaic, I think is in there. Where is it at? Nope, Vultaic is not in there yet. It hasn't been added on miningpoolstats.stream. It's only 11 days since it's been started. It's actually been a little bit longer than that. But either way, it's not in Hive. So just choose a kapow type token, hit add wallet, type in your Vultaic address, whatever it is. You can name it whatever you want, just so you know it is that wallet, and hit create. And then as far as pools, I like to use just, basically set up in Miner. Rather than, or configure in Miner rather than set it up in here. But if you want to, you could also select the pools that are supported for Vultaic. Right here are all the pools that you can select. Then configure Miner, we can choose whatever we want. BZ Miner works. Configure, wallet template, wallet, worker name, worker, hash algorithm, Chlor's kapow as well, Raven coin, just whatever is actually supported. And then password X, pool. We already have the pool saved. So na.miningforpeople.com or whatever server address you want, colon 3353. And then you can add whatever extra config arguments you want. Now, BZ Miner's latest release that was released 2 days ago hasn't been updated in Hive just yet. But if you really wanted to, check out some of our previous videos from not only myself, but fellow content creators of how to manually update. If you did want to use version 20, you can override an older version of BZ Miner, and you just want to apply changes, and there's your flight sheet for Hive. But is it worth mining? Well, let's look at that right now. Say, for example, we had 6 3060s. Right now, if you were mining this token, you'd be making about 132 VLC a day or Vultaic a day, ranging around around $3.70, $3.60. Really, after electricity, which I currently have at 15 cents per kilowatt hour, is around 80 cents to about 90 cents. And then if we look at 34090s, Vultaic falls down quite a bit, but still within the top 10, to where we're making about 189 VLC a day, only about $5 and $25.30 every 24 hours. But after electricity, $2 is our profit. And then I also looked at some of the AMD cards, like say for example, we had 6 7800 XTs. Vultaic is number 3, where we're making about $5.90 to $5.80, but really $1 after the cost of electricity. And if you don't know what overclocks you should apply, and again, there's so many different configurators out there that'll make your life a little bit easier. Custom commands that you can input into Trex Miner, BZ Miner, whatever it is, and BZ Configurator helps you out, where we can find out what the clocks are. So if we click this algorithm, because hashrate.no does a really good job, and go to benchmarks, we can see some of the efficient overclocks that we should put on. For example, a 6800 XT is telling us to set the core clock around 1250, put the memory at 1075 or 2150 if you're on Windows, 1075 if you're on Hive or a Linux-based operating system. Undervolt the core to 675 millivolts, 1300 millivolts on the MVDD, and then 800 millivolts on the MVDD CI. But if we go back here, we can see some of the Nvidia offerings, for example, a 4070 Ti, where it tells us to just bump up the core offset by 200, 250, and then leave everything else alone. Trying to draw the power by using the power limit. We should be sitting at least on this 4070 Ti around 150-ish watts and getting a hash rate of around 32.8 mega hash, somewhere in that range. It's not going to always be actual, but it's going to you want to be as close as you can. Obviously, everybody's overclocks or GPUs perform differently. It just depends on too many different variables. But Vultaic is another Kapow coin that is mineable out there. It's only available on 2 exchanges. It has some issues that we posted on Yeti.uk that the dev team and the members need to clean up. I really hope that they move the white paper and roadmap and tokenomics and all that stuff off of these downloadable links and onto the website, but we'll see how things pan out in the long run. As far as mine this token, I show you how to do it through a Windows batch file, direct mining, Awesome Miner, Hive. It's pretty much simple. Same thing as we've seen before. If you have any questions, post in the comments below, and some of our community members will contribute or try to help you out. If not, I will try to answer as best I can. But that's going to do it for today's video. So do me a favor on the way out. Hit the like button. Make sure to get subscribed. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out additional links in the description that will help you out in mining Vultaic, but also additional links that help support the channel and what we do here. Besides that, you just have yourself a wonderful day. Take care. I'll catch you next one.